hope Jovi understand that if we decide to have another baby, it's going to be on my timeline. It's going to be when my body is ready for it.
Should a man have a say of when his wife should give him a child, or a woman in general in his life? Isn't that the good question there? I mean, some may say it may be a subjective question, but this is what I will say. It is not my body that's getting pregnant. It's not my body that's going to carry the baby for 9 months. And it's definitely not my body that's going to have to push that baby out. You see what I'm saying, okay? And also, this is the most important one. And also, it's not my life on the line. A very key factor that many people neglect to remember, that childbirth can easily take away a life. Whilst one is being born, one may be losing theirs. Sometimes it may even be both who end up losing theirs. So the reality is this. Based on everything that I said, I guess I should answer your question of who's in charge of a woman's body, whether she wants to get pregnant now or not. And if you're not happy with it, go find another woman who's happy with it. You know what I'm saying? We continue.
At this point, I think we need to be worried about fixing our marriage, not about growing our family.
Oh boy. Listen, those words they hit different. Those words hit different. They were deep. Listen, do you know how many people don't even process that? We should be focusing on growing our we should be focusing on our marriage, not growing our family. Because come on, we got problems. Because there are so many people in this world who think that having another child, or let alone even having the first child, is going to fix their relationship. When that is never the case. All you're doing is bringing a child into a potential broken home. That's all you're doing. Damn. I think the thing that Jovi's definitely worried about is how quick Yara is maturing. She's way above him now. He doesn't like that. He wants someone who's a kid like him. He wants someone that makes him feel like as if he's the smart one and he's the mature one, when in reality, he's an idiot. He's absurd. But hey, man, we continue.
I'm also thinking about the fact that she hid something that's so big from me. I am seeing some doubts about my marriage that I didn't realize before maybe getting here.
Have you ever noticed that each time, and it's crazy, and I know Yara picked up on it, but she said it just before this scene, but have you ever noticed that each time Jovi doesn't get his own way in his relationship, his answer is always, well, it seems to me as if we've got issues in our relationship, so we may have to get divorced. He always reversed to a breakup, and Yara literally said, not to him, but said in a cutscene at the end of the day, that we need to be able to solve our issues without drink and without bringing up divorce. She knows him so well that he doesn't even realize it. The thing is, but look at it this way, the day that Yara says, you know what, fine, let's get a divorce, you know he's going to be heartbroken, right? You know he's going to be like, what? No, we ain't doing that. What? Watch his energy change. Because, and you know what it is? It wouldn't even be because where she's now decided to give him a divorce. It'd be because he hasn't decided that they're going to have a divorce. Because everything always has to be on Jovi's time. You see what I'm saying? That's like it works in his mind. So pathetic, man. So draining. So freaking draining. Like, yo, if you feel like, if you're in a position where you feel like each time you have a dispute with your partner, that the only solution is leaving them every single time, then why are you still there? Like, come on, let's be realistic. But of course, being realistic is very hard for a lot of people in today's society.
For her, she wants, before we have sex, something romantic or something special.
Yeah, because it's not enjoyable. I don't know.
Why is it that this is so hard to understand? I know for sure I've learned 100% that when it comes to women, there were many times that they are more than happy to get the quickie and real quick. Many times they're ready to go down. No preparation needed. They're ready and they're ready to go. But then there's many times women want to feel loved. They want to have a cuddle first. They want to have a little play around. You know what I mean? A little cheeky resto here and there, whatever. They want to laugh at you. They want to make sure anything that screams affection. They want that first. Sometimes they want that, sometimes they don't. And the fact that Jovi sits there and talks about how that's a problem, that whenever she wants it, it has to be romantic. I mean, the therapist, specialist, whatever, she says at the end of the day, when a woman's giving birth, it's different to before. When a woman's giving birth, generally speaking, she wants to feel affection first, you know, reassurance that obviously she's still beautiful, all that kind of stuff. And then you go on. But if it's a case of where you're still just doing the same thing as before, it won't always work, because at the end of the day, she's not aroused. You know what I mean? She's not horny. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, to be honest with you, this was, I remember I learned this, like, I remember when I actually, recognized this. I actually recognized after my relationship. I was like, man, she never did this, man. And I realized, you know what, the problem was I wasn't affectionate enough. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the way I look at it is this. If you love someone and you want to be with that person, then being affectionate with your partner first, being romantic with your partner first, shouldn't be a big deal. And like I said before, this isn't a case of where it's every time. There's going to be many times it's going to be spontaneous. Boom, boom, boom. And there's going to be many times like, because look at it this way. If you've been at work or, well, for Jovi's situation, if you've been away for work for weeks upon end, she hasn't seen you, and she's been dealing with being a single mother pretty much the whole time, but she's had to look after your child, or, you both your children, with the sister of his mother, of course. Look at this way, when she sees a man, she wants to be able to feel the moment of seeing a man, not feel the... There's a big difference. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, all she wants you to do is to come home, give her a little massage, give her some cuddles, play around with her feet or whatever it is that she likes. It's one of those sensory areas that tickles her, you know what I'm saying? Okay, she wants you to set up something, maybe even a romantic little dinner or whatever. To show effort, to show that, listen, when you've been away working, all you was thinking about was coming back and romancing her. Not that all you was thinking about was just pounding her. Because at the end of the day, there's a fine line between sex and loving. Two different things. And at the end of the day, if you're making her feel like that she's there to just be a single mom and also to just be a pounding, but she ain't ever gonna feel wanted. She's gonna feel like a piece of meat. But if you're coming back and you're making the effort, and I get it, from a man's perspective, it's like, yeah, but we've been away for work. You know what I mean? I'm the one to be earning the money, and I'm, so I can provide for you and this and that, I just want to get home and just smash you and then be able to chill. I get it. I absolutely get it. But the thing is, though, it works on two freaking sides, man. There's the man's side and there's a woman's side. And the way I look at it is better to compromise on the woman's side rather than the man's side. And I tell you why. Because if you compromise on the woman's side, at least you're still going to get your loving. And trust when I tell you, if you make a woman feel good, that means your pounding that you want will feel even better than the pounding that you imagined. You see what I'm saying? And also on top of that, you're going to get more of it too, but she's going to want more of it. But if you're coming back and you're just giving her pounding, the saddest thing about it is that only you're satisfied and she's just annoyed. And then on top of that, you can't even have a round 2, 3, or 4. And even if you do have a round 2, 3, or 4, it won't even be that good. She just ain't in the mood. So you got to set it in the mood. Anyway, man, I spoke about that a bit way too long. But let's continue.
You're approaching sex like you're approaching anything else. You want to do what you want, and when you want, and you don't really care how I feel about all of that stuff.
And that is Jovi explained in a nutshell. That's him as a whole person. So why she wastes her time with this guy is beyond me. I guess the money he brings at home is that good. I don't know.
I do care about how you feel, but I just don't feel like I should have to go through so much effort every time I want to have sex. I don't think that's normal.
The way my man said I don't think that's normal is mad. Mad. That's how I know that he hasn't had many women in his life. He hasn't been in many relationships in his life. The fact, yeah, that is mad. He said it's not normal. Hey, okay. All right, buddy. I mean, I guess I'm saying like this just comes down to a matter of one, maybe the type of relationship you had before her, and also how you matured from that relationship. If you didn't really have much of a relationship before or relationships and you haven't matured from them, well then this is why you still are the way you are, and you have this mentality that what she wants isn't normal, which is absolutely absurd. Like, subscribe, and of course, peace.